let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine our world right now, 2026, but there's one tiny, massive difference. The internet as we know it just never happened. What would your day actually look like? What's better? What's worse? Come on, let's explore a day in a truly disconnected world. And this line from our source material, man, it just perfectly sets the stage. The first thing you notice isn't the buzz of a notification or the glow of a screen. It's silence, a deep, profound quiet. It's a totally different feeling from the second you open your eyes. So, let's dive right into this alternate reality. We're going to follow a guy named Elias through his morning. A morning that starts without a single scroll, a single tap, or a single click. And this right here, this really gets to the heart of it. For us, the day kicks off with this fire hose of information from all over the world. News, messages, drama. For Elias, it begins with a single physical thud. One newspaper. A finite, curated world delivered right to his door. So check out his morning media diet. A newspaper, a beautiful old-school alarm clock, and this thing called a teleplex. But notice what's missing? There's zero interaction. No comment sections, no likes, no getting into arguments with strangers about the weather. You get the information, you absorb it, and that's the end of it. It's a one-way street. Okay, so that's the morning. What about just getting stuff done? This is where we see how the lack of instant connection brings back a sense of friction and, physical effort into tasks we think are totally effortless. Take booking a flight, for example. It's not a few taps on an app. Oh no, it is a whole journey. You're dialing a landline, you're patiently sitting through a voice menu, and at the end, a printer actually spits out a physical ticket. You have a real piece of paper to hold in your hand. And get this. This is where things get really wild. Technology that we think of as obsolete, well, here, it's become a luxury. The landline phone isn't just a tool. It's this heavy, gorgeous, permanent thing. A status symbol. A total flip from the disposable glass slabs we carry around. All right, let's head outside with Elias and see what a city is like when it's not being run by invisible digital networks. So this is their version of a smartphone, a PDA. But the key phrase here is island of information. It's self-contained. It doesn't talk to anything else. If you want a map, you have to physically walk up to a pillar on the street and download it. Information isn't just everywhere all the time. You actually have to go get it. Now, just picture this scene on the subway. Instead of a sea of glowing faces all pointed down, you hear the rustle of paper. People are reading, or they're just looking around. They actually make eye contact with each other. I mean, can you imagine that on your morning commute? And all of this leads to something we've almost completely eliminated from our lives: boredom. In this world, boredom isn't this awful void you have to fill with endless scrolling. It's just a part of the day. It's the space where your mind gets to wander, to daydream, to just be with its own thoughts. And the office? Wow, forget Slack notifications. The office is a literal wall of sound. All communication is out loud. You've got keyboards clacking, phones ringing off the hook, and even pneumatic tubes hissing as they shoot memos around. It's alive and it is loud. But here's the absolute game changer, the payoff for all that analog chaos. When you leave the office, you actually leave. The work is done. No emails pinging you at dinner, no quick questions at 10 p.m. The separation between work and life is total. You are truly free. So if work is completely separate, how do people actually connect with each other? Well, as we're about to see, it's slow, it's deliberate, and it's a very, very physical process. Malls aren't dead. Physical media stores aren't just surviving. They are these massive, thriving hubs. Discovering new music isn't about an algorithm on Spotify. It's an event. It's about going to a place the size of a football field and physically hunting for your next favorite album. And look at this, $25. For one album, think about what that does to your relationship with music. You don't just passively stream it, you invest in it, you commit. You listen to it for months, memorizing every word, studying the art in the liner notes. Media has real, tangible value. And dating, oh boy, dating is something else entirely. Forget Tinder. This is a process. It's slow, it's kind of awkward, and it's filled with agonizing waiting. But you know what else it is? It's incredibly intentional. You have to put in real effort, and the payoff is a real connection, not just a match.
Okay, for this last part, let's get a little deeper. Let's look at how living in this kind of world actually shapes a person's inner landscape, the way they think, the way they feel.
Think about this really simple question. You're watching a movie and you ask your friend, hey, who's that actor? For us, the answer is 3 seconds away in our pocket. It's an itch we just have to scratch immediately. But in this world, that impulse just hits a brick wall. The question, it just hangs there in the air. There's no easy way to find out. So you might debate it for a bit, and then you just have to let it go. And that feeling, that sensation of not knowing, actually has a name: wonder. It's the acceptance that you don't have every answer at your fingertips. It's a state of mind that our world of instant information has almost totally erased. And this just captures that feeling perfectly. When you have to write a letter by hand and you know it's going to take weeks to get there, the world suddenly feels enormous. The distance between you and another person feels real, tangible. That time delay isn't a bug, it's a feature. And that leaves us right here. This alternate 2026 is full of friction. It's inconvenient, it's slow, but the trade-off seems to be this powerful, undeniable sense of reality. And that kind of makes you wonder, right? In our endless quest for a seamless, connected life, what little pieces of real have we given up along the way?